What's going on, YouTube? It's been a few days. Hopefully you're all doing well. Enthusiasts of diecast, my fellow diecast deplorables, what's going on? I have added a few cars to the collection since last time I spoke to you guys. Not anything too extravagant. As you can see here, we have a 1973 Ford Falcon XB, Australian market. Awesome car. The thing is bitchin' in black, but it looks just as good here in white, and I don't know why I waited so long to get it. I have a feeling... Who sang that song? I have a feeling. I have a feeling I'm going to have to grab a few more of these, because when that Datsun 510 comes out, those wheels right there are going to be the perfect wheels for that car. So you're going to see some of that happening on this channel. I know other people are going to copy that idea. Just remember, you heard it here first. It originated here, but it's okay. It's okay if everybody follows my good idea. I copy a lot of other people's good ideas, so that's what it's all about, right? Here's another car, new to my collection. This is so much nicer than the Charlie's Angels. Now, it's a different tooling. This one is the T-tops. It's the same car. I don't know if they use two different tools or if they just have a like a filler piece that they put in there or something to so that when they cast it, the T-tops, you're basically just filling the space. So not sure how that all works, but I can tell you the stance on this one is a lot better. It doesn't have that gasser rake that the white one has. And it's just a really sharp looking car. The black with that rust color trim and the rust color wheels. It's got a really nice stance to it. Only issue that I have with this is that rear spoiler just a little bit crooked. But I love oddball stuff like this. I'm so glad Greenlight's doing it. Greenlight, man, my hat is off to that company right now. They are just destroying it right now. And there's so much more coming out too with the so with all the stuff that they put out in the last 6 months, there's still a 67 and 69 Camaro on the way. We still have the 510 on the way. We have the 71 Hakoska Skyline on the way. We have the Ford Powerstroke Diesel Dually on the way. The Nissan Titan. The Ford Bigfoot truck. There's just still so much stuff coming. And they are just smashing it. So I look forward to getting all that stuff. I pulled this car here out because I have to say goodbye to this car. I'm sad about it. But I think I might be able to get another one. This car is just amazing looking. This is my introduction to Tarmac Works. I will for sure be getting the Toyota Supra. I'm hoping that they do a civilian model Supra. Honestly, that's the biggest reason why I haven't purchased any Tarmac Works, is because they always have some kind of graphics on them, and I like plain, simple civilian model cars. And because this one is leaving my collection, I just traded it away this morning. Just look at how ridiculously good that thing looks. This right here is one of the nicest looking 1/64 scale diecast cars I've ever laid my eyes on. It's that nice. But so much of it has to do with the color, and here's what I mean by that. So sad that I had to trade that. You can only imagine what I have coming. Of course, I had to give up a couple other awesome pieces, but it's okay. Anyways, here, I was able to get a moderate replacement just in case I can't find the other silver one. At least now I have a white one with the Dubai Police Department graphics and livery, same tooling. It just looks so much better in silver. So much better in silver. But that's still a really nice looking car. But anyways, last night somehow some of my older videos started playing on, I don't know if it's like a playlist or what, on my TV on YouTube. And I was watching an old video with a car that I had back in the day. And I miss that car. And I regret trading that car. And so I messaged the guy who I traded it to. And I just asked him, hey, if I come with a strong offer, would you consider dealing that car back to me? And he said the same exact thing I would have said. No. But I guess everything, send me, let me see how strong of an offer you're talking about, is more or less what he said. And I knew I had to bring it. So I sent 4 pictures of 4 cars. And the 4 pictures I sent, 2 of the cars were good. And the other 2, we just had to work from there. But we were able to hammer out a deal that was in his favor, I think, pretty heavily, but that's okay. That's the price I pay for getting the car that I want. And I knew it was going to be that way. So, and I know he watches the channel. So I have no problem with it. I know, I could tell by the way he acted when he wanted it from me originally. I knew it was going to be a long shot, and I knew I was going to have to make it worth his while to get that car back. And I feel like I did. I feel like he's going to have 4 or maybe 5 or 6, depending on if I'm able to throw anything else in his box. But he's going to have 4 or 5 really, really nice castings added into his collection. So, and this is one of them right here. He has good taste in diecast. His taste is very, very similar to mine. He and I probably have some of, I think his taste, of everybody I've seen on Instagram, his taste is probably the closest to mine. Okay, so I did reel in a couple of other cars. So those 2 are from Friday night's haul. Only 2 cars Friday night at the show. The King Cobra Mustang 2 and the Ford Falcon. That's how slow Friday night was. I picked this up today with a couple others, and then I had a mail find. So I'll start with the mail find, which was 2 cars. Starting with this one. I never did find this one. I found the black one. One suggestion I would make, you guys, if you're making a trade with somebody and you send pictures of carded cars and you guys land on a deal, make sure if you plan on sending them loose, you should probably communicate that. I've had it happen twice recently where I'm expecting to get carded cars because that's what the pictures I saw were, and nothing was ever spoken about loose cars, and then I get cars that are loose. And I know people know that I'm a loose collector, but just because you want to save a few dollars on shipping doesn't mean I want to receive the cars loose. I want to receive them carded. I'm trading you for carded cars. So I expect to get carded cars. Had I known they were loose, I wouldn't have offered what I offered. You know, the offer might have been different because I would have been trading for loose cars. But I thought I was trading for carded cars. So if you're going to do that, communicate that, because that's a way to blemish your reputation in the hobby. And with, as I don't know how to word this, but with the communication with social media and the way word gets around, I mean, for me personally, I just think your reputation is pretty important. So I don't know if the guy that I made this deal with watches my videos or not, but I'm not mad about it. I wish it would have been communicated. It's frustrating because I thought I was getting two carded Auto World cars, and I got two loose Auto World cars. But they are awesome. Check this thing out. So I have this in the darker green color that it came out in. I think I have every one of these actually. I don't have any of the ultra reds, but what colors do I have? White, green, blue, black, green. So I'm missing one because it comes out in twos and I only have 5. I don't know. This one right here might be my favorite. But I don't know, because I like the blue one a lot and I like the black one a lot. This is easily one of Auto World's nicest toolings. It is insanely nice. And this color definitely does it for me. Love the wheels and tires on it. I'm going to park him up here. Now, take a look at a couple of more awesome cars I found today. Cars you won't see every day, especially this next one. I've only seen a couple of these in the 4 or 5 years I've been collecting. They're extremely hard to find, especially here in the US. I know a lot of collectors in Asia and probably parts of Europe and stuff too, but I know Asia specifically because they're made it's a Japanese company. And so when they want to get their hands on American cars, diecast cars, they're relatively limited because Greenlight and Auto World and those brands aren't necessarily commercially available over there, just like Kyosho and Tomica Limited Vintage aren't necessarily commercially available over here. So anyways, this is a Kyosho American Muscle. I think it's a 76. I don't know for sure. But just an awesome looking Corvette. I will be doing a comparison with this one and a Greenlight, so you guys can see how much nicer Kyosho is as a brand. It's almost like they digitally scan the car and then scale it down to get everything exact, because there's really nothing off about this car. A Greenlight car might look good from this angle, and then you come over here to try to get that picture of it, but it just looks goofy. And then you'll turn it around to this angle to think you'll get a better angle, and it still looks goofy. I mean, this thing is on point. It doesn't matter which way you look at it. The thing is just rock solid. It's just so on point. The side view mirrors. It's just a fantastic car. Really, really hard car to find too, so I'm happy to have this in my collection. Check out these wheels. I don't think I would say these are the nicest or most detailed wheels that I've seen in this scale, but they are definitely on the short list. Love that Corvette. So there's that one, Kyosho Corvette. And then the last one, another Kyosho exotic. This is a Ferrari 599 GTO in red. It's going to go nicely with my 599 XX Evo in yellow. I have 6 Kyosho Ferraris now. This is the only one in red. I don't know if you collectors know this or not. I mean, you may not even collect Kyosho. Kyosho is on series 22 or 23 with the Ferraris. But I can tell you from personal experience, the red Ferraris always bring more of a premium. It just seems to be the more desirable color, probably in part because red is the quintessential Ferrari color. But that's what collectors want. They want red Ferraris, and this is the only red Ferrari that I have. Got a smoking deal on it. Only paid $10, which I think is a good deal. I know these Ferraris on eBay, there's so many of them that they really don't bring all that much money. Some of the older ones can get pricey, but for the most part, they're not that expensive. But they are cars, in my opinion, that have a lot of potential to climb in value for a lot of different reasons. Licensing, supply and demand. They're hands down, without a doubt, easily the nicest 1/64 scale Ferraris you can get. I'm sorry, but there's nothing that Maisto or Barago is going to do that's even going to come close. So there is that. But yeah, that's a great car. I dig it. I dig it like a deep hole. Still digging this thing too. So my guy, what's his name? I forgot his name already. I'll give him another shout out. What the heck? J-Car Diecast has sold out of these Land Cruisers. I told you guys, gotta get them while they're hot, because this one here it's not a Miho exclusive. It's not one of those exclusives that comes out of California. It's not going to be an easy one to find. Now, I heard he's going to get another case in. I don't know if that's true or not, because they have to ship in from overseas, but you can definitely holler at him on Instagram and see if he is. And you guys are Land Cruiser fans, then I would definitely recommend getting one, because this is going to be of all the Land Cruisers that have come out from Johnny Lightning since round 2, this one here is going to be the hardest one to find so far, not counting any of the chase cars. This one is made at a much lower production run than all of the others. So, and it has that vintage Toyota livery on it that, I mean, every diecast brand has done this livery. Jada, Maisto, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Johnny Lightning now. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the import brands have done it at some point or another. So, really cool truck. I'm glad to have that one. And I just got this one out just to take another look at an awesome silver diecast car. I think it's official that silver is my favorite color for 1/64 scale. The Silverado is so clean looking. Check out these headlights. Very nice. I love the hood on this thing too. Got your little antenna, OnStar side view mirrors. This is the anniversary Silverado Redline Edition. I lost in that trade today. I lost 2 of my beloved silver cars. But I think I can get them. I know I can get one of them back. I think I can get another one of these. If I can't, I'll just have to live with the Dubai Police Department. But yeah, it's really turning into my favorite color. God, that looks so good, man. Green light, killing it. Just killing it. Nobody else is even a close second place to green light right now. Sorry, Auto World, you're just not. So anyways, there is my week in diecast. That's a good way to put it too. A week. Got those 2 and these 5. It is a pretty weak week. But, you know, it's not like it was a year and a half ago when I could buy pretty much whatever I wanted. We've, you know, life changes. Got another kid. Kind of reconfigured the way that I collect. Got rid of most of my Hot Wheels. You know, I made the decision. First of all to scale back, and then once I did that, I had to decide, well, which brand am I going to cut? Because I enjoy all of the brands. But the brands that I enjoy the most, the type of diecast that I enjoy the most, is the most lifelike cars. So with that being said, all the premium import brands like TLV and Kyosho and Konami, I had to keep those, even though I did trim those collections. I sold all my Tomica Limited, all my Tomica Premium, all the it's nice stuff, but it's not like what I would call premium. So I got rid of all that. Then I got rid of almost all of my Hot Wheels, especially all my high-end Hot Wheels. All the RLC stuff, all the car culture. I had a couple of sets of car culture I got rid of. And I've slowly gotten back into Hot Wheels a little bit, especially as they have released stuff like the Japan Historics 2 with that level of detail. But all in all, I really don't do a lot of Hot Wheels. Now, I do collect Matchbox license models. And I will grab Hot Wheels mainline stuff. In fact, Hot Wheels mainline license models, certain models I will buy. Like this one here, I have it in white. I never did get it in black. This is actually a really cool little casting. I think probably a lot of people don't know what this is. But this little Honda City is pretty awesome. I have the white one. I also have the Kyosho Honda City, which is very similar as far as the body style goes. It's just, you know, the Kyosho is just a stock model. It's not all souped up. But it's still a really cool little car. So, But most of the Hot Wheels stuff I buy, it's all licensed models. And I'm going to go through, I have tubs and tubs and tubs of it. What I'm going to do, I've made the decision, I'm going to go through everything and I'm going to pull out civilian livery licensed models, and then I'm going to keep those. And then anything, most anything, there will be exceptions like this one here, because this one obviously hasn't been released as a civilian model. But anything with like the crazy Hot Wheels graphics or like the bad, dumb looking racing graphics and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to pull it out, and I don't know, I may just sell it all as a lot on eBay. Someone can buy them to do customs and stuff like that. Anyways, there's a half-hour video that should not have taken a half an hour. So if you're still watching, thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. It's all about the cars. The cars, the cars. All about the cars. Nothing else matters. That's what Metallica says. One of the greatest bands of all time. Nothing else matters. It's all about the cars. Got a big mess to clean up. Look at that. The layout is trashed. Still have my Ford GT from last week's trade. Yeah, got to put that away right down there. Got to make room. Need a bigger box. I now have 110 different and 13 duplicates of Auto World Premium and Licensed Premium diecast. I need to finish this layout too. Get some trees on it, clean it up a little bit, get all the clutter off, turn this into a little pasture. I need to build a split rail fence. What else? Trees, gotta add trees. And I gotta do this rack for the Jeep. Gotta get that done. That shouldn't take too long, I don't think. But yeah. Alright, everyone. Thank you as always. I will holler at the next video. Helicopter view. Drone view. Drone strike view. What's the drone gonna strike? Which car gets the bomb?